Hi, I'm Carl from Apt, and this is the 2025 Samsung U8000F Series LED TV. In this video, I'm going to be going over the specs and features, showing off the picture, and talking about who might want to add this TV to their home theater setup, so stick around. To start, the U8000F Series is essentially a combination of the DU7200 and the DU8000 from 2024. Style-wise, you're not going to see much of a difference here from the front. The back, however, has a metal cover now and feels much more substantial. The pedestal is different too. The height isn't adjustable anymore, but the pedestal legs are extremely easy to install, and you still get enough room to put a soundbar in front of the TV without blocking the picture. As far as sizes go, this one here is a 65-inch, but they also come as small as 43 inches all the way up to 85 inches, and they're all available right here at Apt, so be sure to give us a call or click on the link in the description if you're thinking about picking one of these up for your home. For connections on the U8000F, you get 3 HDMIs, 1 USB Type-A, Ethernet, and an antenna jack with an ATSC 1.0 tuner. In addition, there's Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi for your wireless connections. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. One, it does not have an optical output, so if you have an existing audio system that you plan on using, you'll want to make sure it has an HDMI ARC connection. And two of the HDMIs point straight out of the back. It's not going to be an issue if you have the TV on an entertainment stand, but if you're going to wall mount it and you're going to use a streaming stick of some sort like a Roku or a Fire Stick, you'll want to take that extra space into account when you're choosing a wall mount so that everything fits properly. And here's a look at the remote, which is powered by 2 AAA batteries. As for the operating system, this one uses Tizen, and it's very similar to their previous generations. On the home screen, you're going to see 3 tabs along the top. There's the For You page, which has a customizable row of apps for quick access, and there's a bunch more suggested content underneath. Next is the Live page, where you can choose from hundreds of free streaming channels through Samsung's TV Plus app. And then there's the Apps page, where you can see all your downloaded apps or look for new ones. Now, as you move over to the left side of the page, you'll see icons for Search, Daily Plus, and Game. Search is a handy tool to help you look up movies, TV shows, games, apps, and more by just typing in what you're looking for. Daily Plus consolidates all the apps that you're likely to use on a more daily basis into a single location. And finally, the Game Hub tab for cloud-based gaming. This is a great option for anyone who likes gaming but doesn't necessarily want to add a physical console into the mix. Moving on, we've got the settings menu, which shows up in the lower left-hand corner of the screen now. The look is different than last year, but the functionality is still very similar. You can still do things like choose a different picture preset, adjust the audio and motion settings, or update the TV's firmware. There's even an option for multi-output audio that lets you play the TV's audio from Bluetooth headphones and the TV speakers at the same time. We made a separate video on that feature as well, so be sure to check that one out too if you want to see how that feature works. And staying on the topic of audio for a moment, with the U8000F Series, you get a 2-channel 20-watt system. As you can probably tell by the numbers, it's not overly powerful, but it's not bad. It handles the mids and highs well, so the dialogue comes through clearly, and you can hear a lot of the little effects. And if you're not looking for a ton of bass, this is gonna sound just fine. However, if you watch a lot of movies, we would definitely encourage you to consider adding a soundbar. If you do need help finding one to fit your budget, make sure you give us a call or click the chat link down in the description to talk to one of our audio experts. Another feature to address here that's getting more attention on TVs now is data security. TVs are kind of getting to the point where we're using them more like computers, and just like on a computer, you're going to want to keep your personal information private. For that, Samsung's integrated Knox Security. This is going to ensure safe booting of the operating system, it blocks malicious apps when you're storing data, and it blocks access to phishing sites when you're using the built-in web browser. And now we've got the picture. Like I mentioned earlier, this is essentially a combination of the DU7200 and the DU8000 series, but the picture quality does skew more towards the DU8000. It uses Samsung's Crystal processor 4K and performs well for a more entry-level TV. The setup that we liked the best was the movie picture profile with the color tone set to warm 1 and the picture clarity settings on auto, but give them all a look and see which one you like the best. We do realize that not everyone's going to like the same thing. The color quality looks natural, and you get black levels that are deep enough to give you some decent contrast. It also gets bright enough to use in rooms that get a fair amount of sunlight, but the U8000F will perform its best in a darker environment. As far as motion handling goes, it does a great job for a 60 Hz panel, so sports and other fast action is still going to look really good. This is also going to be a nice option for casual gamers on a budget. It's got that Game Hub option for cloud-based gaming like I mentioned earlier, plus it supports auto low latency mode so it can detect when you have a physical gaming console hooked up and adjust the settings accordingly. The U8000F Series is a terrific value TV. They updated the design to be more sturdy, the picture quality is great for its price point, it's an excellent big screen option for sports or gaming, and you can stream tons of free content through that Samsung TV Plus app, so you'll really never run out of things to watch. Let us know what you think about the U8000F down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you get updates on all the new TVs for 2025. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.